Mary.
And Emma.
And today we are reviewing Love After Lockup.
Yes.
So, we invite you guys to like.
And subscribe.
Share.
And comment.
Yes. So last time we saw this brother get beat down.
Ooh, yes,
and what
Curtis.
it had the concrete crack his skull open. It had his arms all bruised up. And you know, we've already seen the ending, but
and when he gets up, he can't even.
He could not even remember. Like he had
happened.
No memory. He was like, "I got blood. What's going on?" He's like, "Where's this blood coming from? Like, what happened? Did I fall asleep?" He said, "He hit me." He said, "He hit me." He said, "What?" He said, "He cracked his skull on the face." Like, this man had no memory. Like, he was knocked out cold. And then this man said he ain't knocked out. He's fake sleeping or whatever. And
maybe maybe he's used to putting people to sleep. That's how he used the guy was sleeping. Oh, God.
And he was reversing, like he was about to run over this man's head or something. Mm-hmm. Like, he was like, man,
the photographer had to stop.
He was like, like, stay away from him. But, like, it was just so sad.
He was just confused for a while, dizzy. They brought the ambulance. He went in there, and at least they kind of cleaned him up a little bit.
When he realized what had happened, he was like, man, I'm fine. Like,
yeah,
he was so upset. And he was like, you know, and then he's like, you know, I'm not worried about Tiffany not going with me because, you know, she said she'll go with me no matter what. I knew as soon as she saw that she was going to drop that man like a hot potato. Because as a woman, seeing another man beat another man, I just think you kind of look...
your own man.
Well, that wasn't her man. That was her high school friend.
But she went and kissed him, though, right?
Yeah. So. I just think when you see, like, the guy that you're walking away with gets knocked out, and then you see him crying in front of you, in front of the camera, saying, you know, I just thought she was going to go with me. And she's, like, right there on the concrete watching you as you're crying in the car.
That's towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
Too fast.
I just thought that was
she had already told him she's not going with him anyway.
That was after he got his butt beat.
I mean, I think, you know, for me, I wouldn't say that if someone knocks out, you know, my guy, I'm not going to want him anymore. And I think the reason why, it depends. Like, the guy was...
No, I'm not saying that either,
there was he wasn't in a fighter stance. He was all relaxed. He did not take his opponent seriously. He kind of deserved to get knocked out because you did not take your opponent seriously. Even I am a woman. I'm going to take my opponent seriously. Anyone who seems hostile, okay? And as fat as I am, I still will have my fighter stance, okay? Like, it will go down.
Like, you had your hands behind your back. You were leaning forward like, do it.
How disrespectful were you? First, you called me a little midget.
And like an elementary.
The guy was actually checking him out because the guy was like, after you did all that, the guy wasn't trying to hit you because he could look at you and realize that you probably can take him because you're taller and you're bigger. So he already knew that and you walked away. But you came back. And you were now really disrespectful.
But let's just be honest. This guy's not 6'5".
He's taller than him.
By like 2-3 inches.
That's quite a bit. And he got at least 20 pounds on him of muscle. Because the guy, he's not fat. It's muscle.
Mom, he can take that sucker. I don't think he was worried for 2 seconds. I don't even think he was worried. What I'm saying is that... If you get your opponent in a weak stance, which is what he did...
That's what I'm saying.
I can take you out. But I don't think... I mean, even if he was in his fighter stance, I think he still would have taken him. That man is crazy enough.
No, he will not
I think he would have. Y'all let us know if you think he would have taken him if he was in fighter stance.
The reason why he even punched him was the disrespect.
Yeah.
One, you're not at a fighter stance. That's how low you feel of me. You feel like I ain't gonna do nothing, right? You're taunting me. Now you put your chin in front of me. Not only that, you put your hand behind your back. You already got the girl. It wasn't enough for you to get the girl. Now you fitting it trying to break me. Okay, boo. Let's see where this go now. So when he punched you, did you see his stance? Like, his stance was wide. He took all of his buck 10 and 5 foot and punched all of that. He took it from here. Yeah, the fight is there, and he brought
all the way home, y'all.
Okay,
and then that's
to a relaxed jaw.
Yes,
hand behind back.
That
imbalanced, neck forward, arm behind your back. You know what that is? That is as if someone handcuffed you, right? And you just standing there. He just knocked the hell out of you.
But
that's what you
so
did,
funny.
and he served you right because you disrespected your opponent. He was your opponent. He was your enemy. He was already going back and forth with you.
I just thought it was...
How you got that bold and that whatever. Now he was trying to whatever for the girl. Bruh.
But you know what's so funny to me, though? Like, that brother was like this. His hands, his feet were apart. By the time it was over, his legs were crossed. He was like...
He just
his
crossed his legs like a damsel and fell out. How about that?
That was so damn funny. His legs were crossed. This bro was like before he even hit the concrete, that brother was out. He was out. And then when he woke up, he was still out. He was like,
and look,
he was like,
really, first of all, you were actually already leaning like that. So he just knocked you out the way you were leaning with your imbalance up. Bruh, please. You deserved it.
Even the police officer had to double take.
No, you deserved it. That's why the police officer didn't do nothing. Because you're taunting a wounded lion. You're taunting a wounded lion. And he will respond. And your ass better be ready.
The cop literally was like...
And I can't wait to see you.
Oh, okay, so he's telling the story. But yeah, so I was just like, that was a mess. Like, the cop literally had to, like, he had whiplash. He was like, wait, he on the floor? He was standing up just now. Hold on, wait a second, what happened? Where'd the other guy go? It was too much. And then you try to run over his head as you backed out.
At first he tried to walk away because he saw the
cop said, yeah,
at first he tried to walk away in the opposite direction of his car. But when he realized the cop wasn't going to arrest it, he just walked around the cop, went in his car, like, yeah, okay, y'all moving from the floor.
I'm shocked the cop didn't arrest him right then and there. But you know, it's like the Will Smith
but
down
you know what
thing.
it is?
You have to say, I want to press charges,
it's not
I
even
guess.
that. The thing is, the cop is seeing the whole thing. You already got the girl. You're still with this guy. You know, and then you walked away from him. He didn't hit you.
Yeah.
He didn't do a sucker punch. You came back. Oh, look at him. He a shrimp.
You was short. Like, he's like in elementary school.
Look at elementary school. And then the guy was like, whatever
he
said. Exactly.
Dewey.
Yes, I'm like Pink Panther. Oh, man, knock you. Mama said, knock you out.
Oh.
You deserved it just for the disrespect.
I thought
disrespect.
Yeah, and you see, you know, you said it last week that she was going to walk away.
Your opponent.
Yeah, but you said it last week.
Coming back to talk, like those are the three things: the disrespect, underestimating your opponent, taunting a wounded lion. Yeah, you get what you. Even a wounded hyena.
That's what I was gonna call him a hyena.
You gonna get what you get. Okay. Okay.
That was
so.
super glue.
Anywho, so moving right along. So,
but you said it last week that you thought that she was going to leave with the other guy.
Yeah,
she was going to go home with that guy who was on the floor with his skull cracked open.
Because you ain't got no sense. Why would she go with you? You're not even someone who is security minded.
Yeah,
you're not even security minded. You underestimate your opponent. You're going to go taunt someone. That means that if I'm with you, you're going to put my life at risk.
And you can't even fight.
It's not because you got knocked out.
You don't even have
hands.
You have
to understand is the fact that of what you did, all that stuff that you did, it wasn't necessary. The guy was leaving. He had called her a hoe, all that stuff. He had called her all kinds of names. And he was leaving. You saw him. He was leaving. You were in your car. Got out of the car. Continue. You already got the girl. All you have to do was drive away.
But the issue is, you can't be all bark, but you don't have the hands to back it up. Because what if
is a disrespect, underestimate your opponent.
Well, also that, but also you don't have hands. Because what if I am a woman, I am out, I might be wearing a short dress or whatever, or I might be wearing something fitted, a man comes holler at me, I go and say something, and you are all relaxed, you're going to be talking all this stuff, but you don't taunting him, but you won't have the hands to back it up. The thing is, my thing is, the man doesn't have hands. Because if you had hands, you would have automatically gone to a fighter stance, you would have stood your ground, and somebody who has hands is always aware and is ready to do what they need to do.
A true fighter does not taunt. You see, that's what you gotta remember.
Yeah.
A true fighter does not taunt. A true fighter actually strives to avoid fighting.
Yeah.
A true fighter, a fighter who knows that they can do some damage, they avoid that. They're not gonna go looking for trouble. So right there, see, it's a mentality. I can't be with you. It's not about you getting knocked out. If I have,
it's a little bit about it, because even if I saw my man get knocked out, I would be like,
if I say a fighter who he's a fighter, he tried his best and he got knocked out. I mean, we see it all the time. You see it on whatever shows that they have. Someone gets knocked out.
No, but I'm saying if it's like in this situation where you provoke the guy and then you went like an idiot and put your chin out, I'm gonna be in the car like
you provoked.
I'll be like.
You provoked right there. I'm not gonna be with you whether you got knocked out or not. As soon as we get home, it's over. Because I can't be with someone who ain't got no damn common sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
too. Come on now.
I just thought him getting knocked out, that was just embarrassing. Really embarrassing, especially when you provoked it and then you put yourself out there to get your ass whooped. I just thought that was a shame. Embarrassing. Shameful. Disrespectful and quite distasteful.
All right. That's all she wrote.
And then after that, he's there crying.
It's back on.
See that happen to him again.
So this is his sister.
Are you going to be here or are you moving up there? What's the plan?
Well, she's going to move as soon as she can, but make the transition or the move.
Let's talk about with Martell and Kayla quickly.
So he came back after
he came back after 2 nights away. Y'all, he was supposed to spend the weekend with you. He stayed away the whole entire weekend. He comes back and said, like, give me a kiss or whatever. She's like this.
Forces her to give him a kiss.
Yes, basically. And he brings in a whole dining table. And then she's basically trying to have a conversation with him or whatever about how you disrespected me, and he's yelling at her, and he's like, you need to lower your effing voice, or whatever. And
so they're both yelling at each other.
Yeah, so she's
then
like,
she goes around and goes to ask him, okay, you want something to eat?
She's like, so what do you want to eat? And then he's like,
from the strip club.
He said, I want shrimp Alfredo from the strip club. So the thing is,
and she gets upset.
The thing is, you allowed him to do that because one, you let him come back. You should have had all his stuff outside. You should have changed the locks. That's what you should have done. You should have been done. You should have moved yourself back to where you were. And then on top of that, you were there asking him what he wanted to eat after he disrespected you. So of course he would disrespect you because you asked me what I want to eat. So you're rewarding my bad behavior. Okay, so let me give you a little bit more abuse. Let me do that a little bit more. And then so she leaves the house or whatever. Yep. She leaves her own home and lets him stay there. And then she comes back.
Somebody ordered food for him, or he got some kind of money.
Yes.
Maybe he got access to her cards.
Or maybe he has other women that can bring him food. Probably a lot of say that's his apartment. So, anyway, she comes back. And he's basically like still disrespecting her again. Do the same exact thing all over again.
I'm not gonna apologize for disrespecting you.
Yeah, that's not how you feel. She was like, so she's yelling at him.
But if you're feeling sad, I'll apologize for that. Like, it's just some odd, weird stuff. But you see, that's that prison mentality. You always gotta try to beat up on somebody, and he still has that. And that's the thing. When you're dating a convict, you have to give them time on their own.
I don't even think it has anything to do with
get
being
out of that convict mentality, because they're in an environment where you gotta fight for everything. You can't look weak, or it could be taken as someone like trying to do something to you. Like,
I don't even think it has anything to do with his mentality because men do this all the time. They want to act a plum fool. They go and they start an argument with you, and then they go off and do whatever they want to do. And then they come back and then they act all passive like nothing happened. And then when you want them to apologize, they refuse to and they try to gaslight you. Mm-hmm. They do it all the time. Men stay doing that.
And you know something? Some of them do apologize, right? But they do.
But they'll say that I apologize if you felt that way. No, you disrespected me. Yeah. Say I'm sorry. Don't say.
But guess what? Sometimes the apology does not even matter. Look at Harry apologizing to Indy. Is he there going to talk to somebody else?
He was basically there saying...
He's very quick to apologize and apologize very sincerely. But...
Well, not that sincere. He gave a half-ass apology. I mean, she accepted him. I'm still moving down to Ohio, you know, because I want this to work, you know? Like an idiot when you got two damn kids and no help, but you want to go and burden yourself on his sister that don't like you and probably don't even like her brother. Well, not like that. It's like, you know, she doesn't like they don't have a very close relationship. He probably has screwed up. She's probably sick and tired of having to deal with him screwing up.
She
knows him. You know what I'm saying? But you want to come and burden her with your two kids. And your psychic readings and your irresponsibility and your selfishness.
You don't know where the other child is because she has two children. Harry,
the child ain't nowhere to be found.
But she's only with the one child, so I wonder maybe the baby daddy, maybe he has.
That might be the best thing for that child.
Maybe that she's with somebody else, obviously, because yeah. I just thought that whole thing was a mess.
But Harry also was talking to some other girl after he left the psychic reading. He was very defensive with the psychic reading lady, and she basically was dismissing her or whatever, something like that. But
let's finish with Martell. So in the end, she says, "Okay, you know something? We need to calm down because we have 13 years in this whole thing. So we need to find a way to be peaceful. Tomorrow maybe we'll feel better, whatever." He's like, "Oh, okay, I can respect that." He realizes, "I got you. One up on you." And he's pleased with that. This is what occurs. Okay, so go ahead. You were talking about another couple.
But yeah, Indy and Harry. So basically what happened was they went to a psychic reading or whatever, stuff like that. And he, what's the word? So he was very defensive with her or whatever. He didn't. She was like, "There's a lot of anger coming from you." Me personally, what she was saying was all very general. It wasn't specific.
I could have said that. I think we have said
you could have said it.
Show.
You could have said that.
Like, come on now.
I mean, you could have looked at Harry's face and said that he had anger. I mean, come on. Look the way the boy was looking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, basically that's what had happened, whatever, stuff like that. But when the psychic said that,
you guys listen to this guy. Hold on.
So I got sent to prison for.
Let's go. You ready? You want to stay here?
Let's get the out of here.
Let's get the out of here.
What's up, though, baby?
How you feel?
Just tripping, low-key. I'm nervous, man.
Are you? This is a lot. I'm just excited to be able to spend time with him, and I really just hope that
She's 38.
Feels like
Stop touching him.
He's like, oh my God, Lacey.
Too much.
He does not like you. Look at him.
And still touching him. She can't read a room.
She's like this, and he's like looking away.
Out of my 3.5 years, like I spent like the whole 2 years of it in the hole in maximum security. Because being in the hole, like that, like you get used to being only by yourself. So I just need to have a little bit of time. I got in a riot. I got caught with a cell phone. We got caught making Pruno, making liquor. Yeah, it's just.
This man is smoking weed. Where'd he get weed from?
Doing too much.
I mean, hey.
I think I found it hard to like stay straight and narrow because I just end up going back to what I'm used to because I get bored.
Will you hold my hand?
Your hands are kind of sweaty, boo.
Babe, I know. I'm nervous. Nervous. This is all a lot. It's a big day, right?
Yeah, man. Things got serious with Lacey.
As he laughs at her.
Around like a year on this last prison sentence. And I could see, that she was really, riding this out with me. That changed.
But yeah, so I want to quickly talk about Anthony and Lacey. You know this older woman who went with her best friend's son who's in jail.
Okay.
So basically he came up or whatever, she's hugged and she's there smoking her vape like a chain smoker or something like that, which is only making her look
him.
And like touching him, he's like pulling his head away and
like,
he's like
he doesn't want to be touched.
And then
she's like, "Can you hold my hand?"
And she's like staring at him like this. He doesn't
want to hold her hand. And he's like, your hand is
sweaty. And she's like, yeah, I'm nervous. Then he's like, like, I don't know.
And then she went in to kiss him.
And he's like,
and she's like, you wipe my kiss? He said, yeah, because all wet. Just like that. Now, his mom told her that he's a savage. That's what his mom told her. So,
I think he saw her wrinkly double chin, and he saw the bags underneath her eyes, and he realized that that's not who he wants.
She looks older than the 38.
She looks like a solid 45. A solid 45. And I just don't think that he was into her. I think he was just using her so that he could, have time or whatever. But he's not into her. And because a guy who's into you, he would not be wiping his kisses and all this stuff if he's even physically attracted to you. I don't think he's even that.
He said he has been in solitary for 2 years out of the 3.5 years that he was in prison.
So that means he was in a hole and he could not come out
with any social interactions, but still. Yeah.
I just don't think he's physically attracted to you. Because even, if he was, a younger girl who had, everything going on.
Really.
Yeah, and you kept on staring in his face.
My goodness.
Like, he was not checking for you at all. And it was just embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about Indy and Harry.
Harry's going now to go see his daughter.
Which I did not even know he had a daughter.
I had no idea.
She's so pretty, though.
She's so pretty. Seems, well taken care of.
Yeah,
the ex-girlfriend
Fatima.
Yeah,
I don't think
she no games with him.
Yeah, he said they have a semi-cordial relationship. But I mean, it seemed like he was, telling her, "Look, I'm going to definitely do what I need to do or whatever, stuff like that, and he's not gonna let any girlfriend get in the way." So it seems like he do not give a damn what Indy has to say. He gonna be there for his daughter.
Well, he just said in the confessional too.
Oh my God, yes! I did not even tell y'all what happened in the confessional with Harry. So basically, so he's like, I don't even really know Indy. Like we've been talking for a year.
He went to see his daughter.
No, this was before. This was after This was after the reading.
Okay.
And he goes sneak off to go talk to the side thing, and he lies to Indy and say, "Oh, it's his PO."
That was actually after he saw his daughter, because after he saw his daughter, they went to see the psychic.
No, psycho was before this.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was before this. No, because remember we watched the ending before first, then we had to watch it again. Got you. So that's what happened. And basically, he was like, I only know Indy through phone calls, texts, and jail money.
For the past year.
I can't marry her. I can't marry you. That's what he said straight up. Like, I can't marry her.
He has had an epiphany.
Yeah, like, hell no, this is not happening or whatever, stuff like that. And he's like, I know I said I wanted kids and I wanted marriage, but she's, like, rushing me like I said this tomorrow. I never said tomorrow. So, I mean, girl, he finna drop you like a hot potato. He just waiting. He's just waiting on the opportunity.
Yeah.
I feel like you have been embarrassing yourself. You should listen to your mama, and you should have had some common sense. You got 2 kids, and you too damn old to be acting like this. Like, you get with a convict that has a child already and is younger than you. Where do you do this at? Anyway, I just thought the whole thing was a mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what's happening on Love at the Lockup. But quite interesting. But we will be back here next week.
Yes. To
talk about it. Oh, that girl, she actually ended up going with Kevin, ended up begging him to come pick her up again.
Oh,
and Kevin went back like a sucker.
Yes, he surely did.
Went back like a sucker.
She took all her stuff out of Curtis's car.
As he's there crying in front of her. I just didn't know she was going to go with me.
All the while she's thinking, you are a concrete head-hitting punk. And no, I will not be with you no more. Deuces.
I really do think when he hit the concrete, she was like, yeah, I can't be with the sucker. How are you going to defend me?
Yeah.
And I think it was over. She's like, is he on the concrete? I'm sure she looked at that. I was like, oh my God.
And it was very telling because she stayed in the car.
Yeah.
She didn't
even run out to help him.
Are you okay? And blah, blah, blah. And you monster, how do you do that? She didn't do none of that.
She didn't do none of that. That's why I knew she wasn't going to go with him. That's why she stayed in the car. Yeah. And then after that, she took her stuff out. She said, can I just call you in a few days when I get myself together? Because this is a lot. He's like,
as soon as he drove off, she was on the phone.
She called Kevin, please, pick me up, please,
Turn
please,
around.
please.
I'm sorry.
Seeing you fight for me, I told you it was that. Seeing him put the dukes up, she's like, you know what?
Exactly, she did say that. She said, you fight for me.
Really made me realize that you were the one for me, and begged him, whatever, stuff like that. After he called you the
All
B word,
kinds
the
of
S word, the H word, all those
no.
words, you went back with it. Anyway, I can't blame her because the thing is, she
has
just
nowhere else
got
to
out of
stay.
jail. There's nowhere else to go. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But yes, y'all, it is another exciting episode of Love at the Lockup. It is Mary.
And
thank y'all for watching this craziness with us.
Yes, please like,
share,
and subscribe.
Comment down below.
Yes.
And enjoy your night. Enjoy your weekend. Night.
Bye.